guys, it's Liza.
And I'm Justin.
I wasn't supposed to hit the table. I've been told that hitting the table shakes the camera. Let's test that out. It doesn't seem to move for me.
Well, that was also the bigger table. Oh.
Today we thought we'd actually talk about YouTube. Like,
yeah.
Why not? We're actually on YouTube, so why not talk about the platform that we're putting all our creativity into?
Yeah, and we kind of wanted to talk about how we started the channel and see if we have different memories since it took us almost 3 years to get this going.
I asked Justin, I was like, Justin, what if we ever get discovered and we go on a talk show and they asked us, so how did you guys come up with this idea? And
It was me, it was all me.
And what happens when you start talking and I can't talk over you because that's insulting, like I can't do that with Ellen in front of us.
Which you do all the time anyway.
And you start recapping it and I'm like, that's not how it happened. That's not how it happened. I was like, so we should see if we're on the same page first. And I'd like to see, so let's hear your story about how this all came about. Let's see if we're on the same page. Let's pretend that they're Ellen. Hi guys. Ellen, thank you for having us on the show today. Oh, so you'd like to know how we came up with the concept of surviving ordinary life? Yeah, so...
Did we just get into some weird, like, improv class? What just happened here?
You say that I'm wrong, improv. Clearly you're the one who's struggling because you should just keep going with it.
Oh, no, I very well... I hate you so much. So anyway, Ellen. I like how you grew that third head.
It looks good.
Now it's a sci-fi scene. Go!
Alright, so if Ellen asked us, how did you guys come up with this idea of surviving ordinary life? Like, how did you decide to start YouTube? What would be your response? I knew it. I would have to talk. I would have to talk. And then would you think that when I explained it that I was saying it wrong and you'd be like, that's not how it happened?
For the most part, I just let you go and then try and correct you afterwards. I don't even bother.
Justin doesn't even start talking until he hears me stopping because he's like, you just talk all the time.
Which is really hard because she doesn't stop talking. I
control 75% of the talking in all these things.
Yeah, and you know.
That's not true.
There's some wrong stuff in there. I just like,
that's not true either.
She'll figure it out.
I'm always right. I'm never.
She is the louder one.
I am the louder one.
Likes to put it. So we got started.
Wait, hold on. Elevate your voice then. What's the problem? If it's about decibels.
I don't like to elevate my voice. I'm not a screamer.
Oh, poor Megan.
So you wanted to know how we got started since, you know, improv class is over. We're actually
there's two questions, right? Okay. So really it's, okay, what made you decide to start YouTube? Mm-hmm. And then the second question is, how did you come up with that so well? Surviving ordinary
So
life,
in terms of why did I start YouTube? Because I feel like that's a different response.
No, why did we? She's not gonna care about you individually. Do you genuinely think you're gonna go on Ellen and she's gonna be like, Justin, why did you start YouTube?
No, but
Liza, why did you start YouTube?
Your question was not from Ellen. Your question was, I have two questions. One is,
I was pretending to be Ellen's like. You
have to change your voice or something.
Okay. Hey guys, it's I just made her sound like Mickey. I'm not sure where that came from. So bad. Oh gosh, Ellen, forgive me.
Overlord Mickey.
Okay. Ellen has us on her show.
Yes.
She says, hey guys. She addresses both of us because she doesn't know who's going to answer the question. She might address it to me because she knows I'm like the louder one and the funnier one. And
well, that's what we call it. Okay. Funny looking.
And she says, okay, question one. So what made you guys want to start a YouTube channel?
We both thought we were funny and we had a video camera.
But we didn't have a video camera. See, right then and there I would have had to correct him.
No,
and you would have embarrassed me in front of Ellen DeGeneres. Like,
that's my entire goal for this channel, is to embarrass you in front of Ellen DeGeneres.
Is that what's going to happen? So we didn't own a camera. So my take on it was, didn't I come to you? I feel like I came to you. And
so whoa. That's two different things. You asked why did we start a YouTube channel?
Okay, so you're talking about the how, maybe?
That's the how.
Okay, all right.
Because I know that story.
Okay, so let's talk about the how then. Let's talk about the how. Hey guys, welcome to the Ellen DeGeneres Show. Liza, Justin. Liza, you make me laugh. You're hilarious. Thanks, Ellen. That's great. So how did you guys come up and start up with SOL? How did this all get started?
So Liza one day came up to me and one of my buddies at work, and we happened to be talking, and she had this idea for a YouTube channel about office life. I I think you might have had the name already.
Surviving Office Life.
So, yeah, Surviving Office Life, and so we get together, the three of us, for a short period of time, and he was kind of like, yeah, I'm not down with that because there's a bunch of problems because we work in an office where, you know, using some of the scenarios that we have in an office could actually hurt people's feelings or get us in trouble with the company.
So there'd be some misinterpretations too. Some people would probably think that we're talking about them, but we're not. It was risky.
So we ended up changing it to Surviving Ordinary Life. So we kept the same acronym of SOL, which is part of the whole reason we kept, you know, we wanted that was SOL. And it took us, what, like a year and a half before we had... No, it took us about a year from the inception to get scripts written, and then another year and a half before we actually started filming anything.
Yeah, we started meeting like, God, a few years ago.
Yeah,
we started meeting on it, and then we had that huge break, which we've explained in other videos, so we won't go into that again.
It's all Liza's fault. And then we ended up borrowing a video camera from a local library.
That was... Yep.
And that was...
Step one.
That was a pain in some regards. There's a social media post out there from us where we had it duct taped to a tripod because we didn't have the right attachments for it.
Yeah. I feel like if I was Ellen, I'd be like, okay, your time is up now. Like, you've overexplained.
Okay, so
and then you didn't hit the points. You missed all of the points.
What are the points?
So here.
See, I feel like you're putting words in Ellen's mouth that she wouldn't appreciate.
I don't think that's true.
Because she lets her people talk. I don't know anything about Ellen.
So then how could you sit here and try to fight for her? You don't even know.
Because I don't know the way the show works, so how much to answer in her... First off, if we ever end up on Ellen, we'll have questions beforehand instead of being sprung on last minute.
You think so? You think she'd send us? You think she sends those questions ahead of time?
100%.
I don't know about that. Okay, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to ask. Ellen, do you do that? Is that... We'll tag you. We'll tag you.
Yeah, Ellen, let us know.
Do you do that? So... I see you hit most of it. So that's why I went along with it.
Yeah. So what am I missing?
I wasn't faking. Like I was literally like yeah, you're right. So you definitely got the whole I came up to you. So this is all my idea. And
wow.
I'm just kidding. I swear to God, I'm just kidding. I'm just being funny because that's what makes YouTube fun. So. I think you could have like expanded more on the SOL aspect because the reason why we kept it is because we just loved the acronym so much. Yeah. So you remember that time we were sitting on the couch? I just think it's such a fun fact, and we were trying to figure out what to replace the O with because we couldn't use Office anymore. So we were like, oh, what do we use as the O? And we were going through a bunch of words, and then you popped out Ordinary, and then we were like, that's it, right there, Ordinary. You remember that? I just think it's such a fun part of our story.
That's a really good one. I have a terrible
you have to keep that because I just think it's so funny. It's so funny that we're like, let me tell you something. We came in here with the intention to talk about our favorite YouTubers. That's not happening anymore, clearly. Anyways, yeah, so that's what happened. We kept going through a list of own words, and we're like, what can we place with because we want to keep it, and you came up with Ordinary, and then I was like, that's it. So do you remember why we went with training videos? Because if you watch our main channel videos every Wednesday, we do training videos, and there was a reason behind why we decided to go that route and where Tom kind of got developed from. So
again, terrible memory.
Years ago, because we really this was so long ago that we started talking about this.
I don't
you don't remember? See, you'd bomb on Ellen. Okay, so
no, I'll make her laugh. I'm not gonna just let her question me.
So basically, when we were writing the first script for Surviving Office Life, we were talking about having the characters start on their first day in the office. Oh, do you remember that? So we were like, let's have it be like a series. So like every episode's like a continuation of this story. So we were kind of almost going to recreate The Office, but try to be a little bit more creative if we could. And we said, okay, so on day one, most people when they're starting new, they watch a training video. So we actually said, let's write a training video and start creating an idea around it, and we had so much fun writing the training video that we were like, okay, for Surviving Ordinary, like maybe we should just do training videos. Like, how funny would it be? Come up with a concept and just have somebody constantly training you every week, and that's how we came up with that.
We should see if that script's got to be out there somewhere.
That Office Life script, I think it was just more brainstorming. I don't think we officially scripted it out, but we definitely brainstormed. And then like maybe a little bit into that brainstorming, we were like, yeah,
can't be Office Life.
A little risky. It's a little risky. We both work in an office, and we both obviously need our jobs, and we love our jobs and respect them. We just don't want to cross that line when there's any misinterpretation of what we're trying to do in our channel. So that's why we keep everything very family friendly as well, because we don't want any misinterpretation or offending anybody.
Couple of inappropriate.
We think we can be funny without having to be inappropriate or offensive. So, but that's the story of SOL. It was basically how we came up with our name.
I had it like 90%.
That's what I said.
There was one extra story in there that you wanted me to touch on, and I forgot something.
But now,
my terrible memory right there proves it. I do not even remember what you just said.
Okay, so let's just put it this way: if we ever end up on Ellen, we'll have to talk about it ahead of time and plan what you need to say when she asks that question, because that's going to be question number 1, right? What are the questions do you think Ellen would ask? You don't know? I don't watch Ellen, he says. I watch Ellen.
I literally don't watch Ellen.
Oh, love it.
Speaking of Ellen,
love her.
Right before we started posting our videos, Liza came to me in like this like, oh my God, you'll never guess what happened. You'll never guess what happened. I was like, what are you talking about?
I don't remember this. You're telling me
and
a story. Let me listen.
She goes, I had a dream last night.
Yes, I do remember this.
And I was like,
wait.
Okay.
Before are you gonna premise it with the other? You have to premise this one, I think.
I don't think so. I think this fits right in with
let me see how you're gonna say the story. Let's see if he recollects it right. Probably I might have to retell it, but go ahead.
All right. So she comes up to me and she's like, I just had a dream. I was like, okay, like, sure. It's like, well, sometimes like my dreams like there's a lot of coincidences in them. And I was like, okay, what's up? I had a dream we were on Ellen DeGeneres. And I went, no way! Yeah, way!
That's your recollection of the story?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! That was terrible. Okay, so this is what happened.
Pushing the table. This guy.
That was part of it, because I was hoping you were going to bring it full circle, because you remember that time we both said it at the same time and we started dying laughing? So here's what happened. So that was part 1 of the story. So I had a dream that we were on Ellen DeGeneres talking about our channel, and I told Justin the next day, and he was like, it was that whole like, oh my gosh, really? I was like, yeah, I had this dream, and I have so many coincidences, so who knows, it might actually happen. And then, so in the future, not in the future, yeah, sometime after that, I was like waiting for something to show up for me at work. And I was like, it was taking so long to get to me, and I was just like, what's going on? Why is this thing delaying so much? And I remember waking up from a sleep one time, and I had a dream that I finally got this thing. I go into work, and I finally got this thing, and I was like, oh my God, my dream just came true. So the first thing I thought to do was go to Justin, and I said, Justin, you'll never guess. I was like, I had a dream last night that I got this thing. I got this thing today. And I looked at him, I was like, do you know what that's gonna mean? And he looked at me, he's like, we're gonna be on Ellen. I was like, we're gonna be on Ellen! You remember that? And then we died laughing. See, that way, I recollected it correctly, so I recanted it.
Never trust my memory.
Apparently not. So let's just put it this way, I'll answer all the questions, you fill in the gaps.
Okay, yeah, the stuff I'm making up.
The stuff I'm making up. But that was so funny, since that day, we've always had this like vision that one day, something's gonna take off. One of these videos, and we'll be on Ellen. And I still to this day believe that my dream will come true.
Maybe this one, Ellen like us!
Ellen!
I mean, we've put a lot of time and effort into this channel. Like I said, it took us 3 years to get it off the ground, give or take. And you know, we spent a lot of weekends and hours after work working on getting this stuff out there. So,
but we love doing it, and that's the thing. Like, we really, and Justin's not underestimating it, put so much of our personal time into it. But we knew what we were coming into, especially with the fact that we post 3 videos a week. It's not just like what you guys see is like the final product of like hours and hours and hours and hours of work that goes behind the scenes to create 1 2-minute video. Like, those little skits that we do on Wednesday take so much planning, so much brainstorming and writing, like, and then shooting it and then editing it and then scheduling it. It's just like, and there's a lot that goes into doing social media. Right now we're just kind of doing it by ourselves, so it's a lot. But honestly, like, the people who keep us going are the ones who just keep watching and liking our stuff. So we really thank you for doing that, because I think if we weren't getting any views, it'd feel so defeated right now. But the fact that, you know, we do have people who are loving what we're putting out, it's awesome. So yeah, so this is a funny turn of discussions. This is like literally not what we were planning to do when I hit record. We hit record and there was a completely different discussion that was supposed to happen, and then this just came up.
That's perfect though. That's what this Friday thing's all about. It's just kind of discussions. Right,
so,
go. Hi. Come here. Say hi. Nope. Almost. Come on.
Come on.
And this is the real star of the channel.
He really is. Yes.
Everyone always is like, more Kobe, more Kobe. Alright guys, thanks a lot for watching. Check out all of our other videos if you haven't seen them yet. We post 3 times a week, so.
Yep.
Right? And he's in a bunch of them. Huh?
Yeah, fur.
Yeah,
all
fur,
about
baby.
that fur. All about that fur.
Alright guys.
Bye! Bye!
Bye.
Okay.
All about that fur.
About that fur. About that fur. All about that fur. About that fur. Want to dab together? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Dab.
I don't think my arm extended all the way.
And I'm pretty sure I did that wrong. I was like, what was I doing?
Oh, cool. Dab.
Dab, dab. Yeah, dab it.